Hello, everybody. This is Letao, your astrologist and your spiritual counselor. Thank you very much for joining this Pick a Card reading. Now, today, the theme is what everyone loves. It's about love. It's about looking for love, looking to find your soulmate. And at the very beginning of this video, I've provided you with three different options. Option one is a golden key with a reddish or orangish crystal in the middle. The second option is also a golden key, but with a more yellowish or whitish crystal in the middle. And the third key is a key with a big blue crystal in the middle. So you can meditate on one of those three options and see which one you feel most resonant with. And then we're going to start your reading, go straight to your pile. You can also watch the timestamp. One of the things that I want to mention before this reading is that this reading is mainly targeting people who are either single, you're looking for love, or perhaps you are more like around the end of a relationship and you know that you're looking for something different in the future. However, if you're already very committed and stable in the relationship, of course, you're still welcome to watch this video. Perhaps you can also find some a little bit hints in terms of how to strengthen your relationship or what you need to be aware of when it comes to maintaining your relationship. But this reading is mainly for people who are single or who are, ending an old relationship and ready to look for something new. Okay. Now, today we're going to use Oracle of the Celestial Deities and Oracle of the Mythic Heroes together with a few other types of Oracle cards, and we're going to do your reading. With all that being said, let's get started with pile number one. Hello, group number one. Thank you very much for joining this reading session. You have chosen the first option, which is the golden key with a orangish or reddish crystal on the key. So this is a reading for you. Now, let's pull, first of all, one card as your general energy. Actually, we're going to pull three cards, not just your general energy, but also let's have a look at your energy together with your love life progression. Okay, so we got Persephone sitting in the first position. Universe, please give us some guidance about what group number one needs to know. Okay. Number two, Atlanta. Okay, good. Too many. We just need one. Your universe, please give us one guidance about group number one. All right, I'm going to pull one for you and Medusa. Okay, now we're going to pull one card from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. And let's find some general guidance here. Hey. Universe, please kindly provide us some guidance and wisdom for group number one. Okay. Chiron, knowledge. Okay. We're going to pull one card from Astro Code, Star Code Oracle. Okay. I feel like this one. 10th house, authority. Okay, very good. And finally, sorry, not finally, we're going to pull, we're going to pull one card from this Oracle deck. Now, this Oracle deck is very interesting because sometimes we can even get a little bit timing here, yeah? But it's not a guarantee. So hopefully you'll get some timing. If not, still, there will be some very useful guidance for you, yeah? Universe, please help us with group number one. Provide something. Okay, so two cards jumped out at the same time. I'm just going to show you both of them, right? Now, the first card says trust. Second card, big happy changes. Very good. Okay. Finally, we're going to pull one card from the final Oracle deck. Okay. And then we're going to go into your reading. Universe, please kindly provide us some guidance for group number 1, this one. Surrender to receiving support and love. All right, let me just rearrange this a little bit so that easier to see. Beautiful. Group number 1, have a look at the picture here. All right. Now, first of all, you got on the top, among the 3 deities energy here, that what I can usually say to you is at this period of time, perhaps what you really need to do is to cut some old ties with your, either this is about previous relationships, or this could be about a man or women that you used to see or used to date, but it just didn't just really go anywhere, right? One of the things about Persephone is you have to be careful with wasting time with the people who you already know that are not really your soulmate. Sometimes, there are always many different reasons why we date, right? This could be about us, maybe we date just because we feel a little bit lonely, or we want to, be with someone just because we feel a little bit vulnerable, or we need support, right? We need a little bit validation, and we need someone to kind of like push us up. But deep down, when we are really getting involved with those people, we know that they are not necessarily good for us. Persephone, this card sitting in the very beginning, is telling you that you need to simplify your life at this moment. Try to avoid, wasting your time with people who are complicated, who are just wasting your time, or that they're not really the right ones for you, but we're still seeing them, or we're still spending time with them. So the first step, I think, for group number 1 is to really simplify your life and to sort of like remove, right, all the unnecessary elements out of your love life and relationships. Now, with Atlanta, this card following Persephone, I think this is a very good thing, because Atlanta is about the rational thinking that you have, and you have a goal about what kind of soulmate you want to be connected with, right? It doesn't really matter with with the genders, you're dating men, you're dating women, or whatever you identify with. Atlanta is talking about you holding onto your standard and understand that what is your value and what is your standard and what are you truly looking for, and stick with that. Now, naturally, of course, when you are very loyal to the standard you have, naturally the people you're going to date, the number is going to decrease, of course, right? Rather than just open your door and welcome everyone in. And sometimes, and by doing that, you could even feel a little bit stuck with your love life. It's a little bit like, if I really, hold onto my standard, then nobody will, there's no opportunities out there. But if I just open that door, then I'm just dating the wrong people, right? So sometimes that could become a little bit like a struggle for us. Now, with this Medusa energy at the end, it really tells you that perhaps at this moment, you need to rethink your direction when it comes to dating. For example, how are you meeting people at this moment? Are you meeting them online, right? Those kind of online dating apps, or are you meeting them through friends? Are you meeting them, in different situations? Medusa usually tells you that the reason why we're feeling a little bit stuck is because the direction is wrong. And so we probably will need to switch, into a different mindset or a different method in order for us to right, to be connected with the people who are actually for us. Now, the first card below Persephone is called the Chiron, knowledge. And I feel this card has 2 layers of meanings. The first layer is definitely talking about your self-healing from the past. Because Chiron in ancient mythology is a master healer, right? He was an herbalist, and he was very famous in his medical techniques and his skills in healing people's pains. And that is also the reason why in astrology, when we're looking at the position of Chiron star on your birth chart, right? We look for the wounded part in you. So the first step is about learning, and healing from your past. And the second thing, because the keyword for Chiron in this oracle deck is called knowledge, so I do feel that there's a lot of past lessons perhaps you need to learn. What very interesting is about the thing about this is, for example, if the past dates or the past relationships failed, right? Failed, and you didn't really get what you wanted, this card is asking you, what did we learn from that? Right. So there is definitely a sort of like a harsh lesson from the past that we do need to learn, and we do need to embrace. Now, what is interesting about the star code oracle is showing the 10th house authority. Now, I also see this in 2 different ways. First of all, this card usually is talking about career or some kind of serious setting. So for group number one, I don't think that, for example, looking for your soulmate on a dating app or some kind of parties or some kind of like a, like a event in a crazy club or in a bar would be the right direction for you. The 10th house, first of all, is about your career path. Perhaps this is saying that your soulmate would probably appear when you're really focusing on your career development. Perhaps this is someone that you meet either through your career, or this person could be, let's say, it doesn't mean that this person has to work with you, right, in your current company, but it does mean that you will somehow cross your paths with this person when you're focusing on your career development. Maybe this is going to be a future client. Maybe this is going to be someone that you're going to meet at a work event, right, at a work convention, or some kind of work connections there. So the 10th house is a little bit like that kind of serious feelings because this is a house related to Capricorn, right? Career advancement, success, achievement, right? Things like that. Now, what I also feel about this 10th house authority is I do feel that your future soulmate is someone who has certain social status in the society. So this is not someone who is too young or, someone who hasn't figured out their life yet, who even sometimes, maybe, this is someone that they don't even work, right? Let's say they quit their jobs and they're doing nothing, and things like that. The 10th house is definitely showing someone who has a very strong focus in their career as well. Maybe they run their own company or they hold a proper position, right, in a proper job. And they are very focused and they are very dedicated to create a success because in their heart, they also want to, have a family in the future. They want to, be able to have that financial stability, right, in order to move forward with their own love life. So I do feel that the 10th house sitting in here also, with Atlanta, this card on top of it, I do feel that your future partner is someone quite serious about their future, right? Now, you have got trust and big happy changes sitting together with the Medusa. This is very interesting. The reason is because group number one, you have to bring a little bit faith back to your love life. Now, I understand that sometimes when we look at love life, we tend to be affected by our history. This never happened. That's why this will never happen. I did not, do well in this, and that is why I have a lot of doubts about the future. Now, the trust and big changes telling you that you need to trust that there will be big happy changes happening for you in your love life. And the Medusa on top tells you that be careful with self-doubt and be careful with this kind of self, inflicted negative thinking there. Now, card after that says surrender to receiving support and love. Now, what I feel about this card is really telling you to be open to it, to be open towards meeting new people. Specifically, I would say in a career setting, right, where some kind of more serious setting, rather than clubs or online apps, things like that. This card says allow the love and support of others in. So again, you need to trust it and you need to be open to it, and thus you will be able to really let people help you. So allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurtures you. So I was actually looking for a timing for you guys, but we are not getting a timing here. We're getting the trust and big happy changes. And so if you have to ask me if there's any timing that I can give to you guys, now I'm going to go back to the 10th house authority. Now, for those of you guys who actually who know your birth chart very well, this 10th house in here could be very much saying that you could very much meet your partner or go into a relationship with your future partner when Jupiter or certain important planets transiting your 10th house. This could be about Jupiter. This could also be about Saturn on your chart. Now, if you say, Letao, I don't know my birth chart, right? I don't know when Jupiter or Saturn transit my 10th house, then this is also telling you that perhaps your future partner will be coming into your life, will be connected with you when you have a little bit of career breakthrough for you, because it's almost like your career and your love like a little bit like connected in there. So when you are elevated in your career and then you're going to meet that partner or have that opportunity to connect with that person. So just in case for group number one, if you have not been focusing on your personal success, you are just gonna swiping left, swiping right, on your phone, or hoping to go to parties or events to meet your future soulmate. this is a time for you to shift your focus onto your personal success, what you want to manifest for yourself in terms of your prosperity, abundance, right? And I guarantee you that future partner will come to your life and there will be that big, happy changes for you. Very beautiful reading. I love it. Group number one, thank you very much for joining this session. I hope love will come to us very soon. And I'm sending you a lot of blessings. See you guys very soon in the next reading. Bye. Oh, group number two, thank you very much for joining this pick a card reading. You have chosen the second option, which is a golden key with a yellowish or maybe whitish crystal on the key. This is a beautiful key, right? So let's have a look at your love life. Now, first of all, we're going to pull 3 cards from Oracle of the Celestial Deities. And let's see what's love life is going on for you guys. Number 1, Jason. Okay. Number 2, Pan. Number 3, Juno. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to pull 1 card from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes and see what other guidances are there. Right. One more shuffle. Okay. 1 card. Paris indecision. This is funny. Okay. Now we're going to pull 1 card from which deck we're going to use. Okay, we're going to use the star code. Okay. And let's see if there's any specific areas that we need to focus on in order to bring love in for group number 2. Okay. Wow. Again, we got the 10th house. Okay, it's crazy. Number 1 also got the 10th house. Okay. Now, we're going to pull 1 card from this oracle. Okay. Perhaps we can get a little bit timing if the universe wants to give us timing. Okay. Your universe, please kindly provide us some useful guidance. Yeah, if there's a timing, please give us a timing. Please communicate clearly. It's not a timing card, but it's very useful guidance. Okay. Now, finally, we're going to pull 1 card from this oracle deck. Okay, so let's just get 1 card. Universe, please help group number 2. Give us some useful guidance. 1 card. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. You know what, group number 2, I feel like putting 1 more card from the star code oracle, because group 1 already got 10th house, right? So let's see what other information is there. Let's just get 1 more. Yeah, apart from the 10th house, what other information is there for you guys? 1 more card, please, universe. Give us some wise guidance and help. The 11th house. Okay, we got both 10 and 11s. Very good. All right, the answer is very, very clear here, group number 2. First of all, you start your reading with Jason. Okay, now I don't know if you know who Jason is in ancient Greek mythology. Jason is a young hero. He's very famous in the story The Golden Fleece. He's a main character in the story. Basically, the story was, started with, his uncle basically killed his father, or maybe, locked his father in a dungeon or something, right? His uncle became the king, basically. And, as the son of the actual king, Jason was supposed to, be the future king, but because of his uncle, he basically, he was trapped, right? He was thinking, okay, so what do I do? Now, what happened later was that his uncle gave him a condition and said, if you go to fetch the golden fleece for me and not to be eaten by the dragon and come back alive, I will let you be the king. And what Jason at that time did was he was very passionate. He was very determined. And he was very lucky to receive the guidance and help from the goddess Juno, or Hera in the Greek version. And literally, you've got Juno sitting in your love life as a 3rd card. So what does that mean? There are several messages for you. First of all, group number 2, I think when it comes to love, you need to be a little bit more optimistic, a little bit more enthusiastic. This is not about doubting, when am I going to get it? Maybe I won't get it, or letting your fear conquer you. Jason is about adventure. It's about seeing your future love life as a new adventure for you. It's about enjoying the exciting and the new things and new people and then the new experience that you're going to embrace towards the eventual goal, which is about finding your soulmate. Now, because you got Juno sitting in the end, now this is the goddess of marriage, okay, the goddess of partnership and commitment. So I do see you actually going into a very strong and long-term commitment in the near future. But this pen card in between Jason and Juno is talking about your anxiety and fear of not being able to have it. So first of all, what I will really say to you guys is you got to be careful with being too nervous, group number 2. Have a little bit of faith, have a little bit, optimism, right, about this. Don't imagine, weird things in your mind. Oh, maybe I'm crazy, maybe it's not happening, all these kind of stuff, right? Just feel excited about it. Know that, okay, it's gonna be there anyway. And so every day I'm a little bit like excited about how it's gonna happen and when it's gonna happen, right? Now, the second thing that I want to say is that because you got Juno and Jason as a pair in your reading, now Juno, generally speaking, she is the goddess of sky, goddess of marriage. And she was the one actually assisted Jason along his journey. She even convinced a lot of other gods in the Olympian. For example, she talked to Hephaestus or Vulcan to make a boat for Jason. She talked to Pallas Athena, okay, to give Jason the guidance and also strategy, right? She also talked to a lot of Greek heroes, maybe even through appearing in their dreams or giving some kind of like, a prophecy, right? To tell them that all you guys, even though you're more experienced, even though you guys are much older than Jason, you need to go help this kid. Be his crew, be a part of his crew and journey together with him in order to help him fetch the golden fleece. So when I see this kind of combination in a relationship, this is talking about your future partner is not just someone that's going to be involved with you in in a romantic relationship. Let's put it this way. This person is going to be quite like an elevation for you, meaning that through being with this person, either this person will be able to provide you some kind of opportunities. For example, the 10th house showing up, this is about maybe this person could provide you some useful connections or exposure or help through your career, your public achievement. Because you also have got the 11th house, this 11th house is about new friends, new community, new people. So I do feel that this future partner is not just playing a romantic or sexual role in your life, but this person is almost like bringing you a lot of expansion, growth, and opportunities in developing you, your career, and your sense of community. So for example, maybe through this person, you're going to get a lot of more attention from other people. Through this partner, you're going to receive a lot of invitations from through this partner, right? Maybe it's because he has a lot of friends or he knows people, right? Sorry, when I say he, also she, okay, in case, because I would assume that a lot of people watching this video are female who are looking for male partners. But of course, if you're male looking for a male partner or you're male looking for a female partner, please see this reading as gender neutral, all right? Just in case you're wondering why I keep saying he. So this 11th house could be saying that your future partner, he or she might be able to bring you a lot of new connections and a new exposure and even introduce you to a new community. So I do feel that this relationship, the first thing that it tells me is that it's very, very beneficial to you, or vice versa. You could also return the favor for your partner. Now, because the first card says Paris indecision, now this card tells you that whether you want to be with this person or not is completely up to you. It's not going to be a situation where you feel I have to be with him or with her, or they have to be with me. This Paris indecision is telling you that at the end of the day, it's going to be a very conscious decision for your group number 2. You can choose this person or you can say no, all right? But eventually the consequence or the result will be very different. And as long as you know that you're not going to regret this decision. Sometimes let's put it this way, right? Because you got Paris sitting on the card, he's facing three different goddesses in front of him, and one of them is actually Juno. And if you look at the cards on top, you literally have got Jason and Juno there. So what I feel about this is you probably, for a lot of people watching group number 2, you're gonna have options, right? You're not gonna just have one option in front of you saying, okay, this is the person, and either I say yes or no. I feel that perhaps for many of you guys, you're gonna have at least two choices. You're gonna have one person there and one person there, and you're gonna be thinking, okay, so what I'm gonna choose between them. Or perhaps maybe, again, this is a general reading from some of you guys, this could be even 3 different choices for you to choose from. But the most important thing I feel for you is try not to be fooled by who is the most attractive one in terms of their looks. I also have a very strong feeling that I think your future partner might look a little bit different from your usual type. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying your partner is ugly or, completely different from, what you find attractive and you have to be with someone who you don't find attractive, right? That's not what I mean. What I mean is that maybe the ones that you always feel attracted to in your mind, because, sometimes we all have a little bit like a type, right? I have a very strong feeling that this partner is going to be a little bit different from that type that you always, fantasize or you think in your mind. This is going to be someone that you have either, you never thought you would be attracted to that, but somehow when you meet this person, you're going to feel that, wow, I don't know why this person is not my type 100%, but I feel so attracted to them. I feel so drawn to them. And also one of the key things that you need to know is, like what I said, the first thing is don't be fooled by their outward, right, physical appearance too much. And the second thing is you really need to know that whether this person is really having you in their best interest, in their heart, meaning that they're willing to support you, they're willing to help you. And also, like what I said, either it's in your career or is there in terms of your community, new friends, new people, whether this person is really playing a very positive role in connecting you with those kind of things, right? I really think that this is important rather than they put you down. Because some people, when you date them, they're very possessive, right? They don't want other people to know you, they don't want other people to help you, they just want you to be theirs. And if you meet someone like that, the universe is telling you that definitely that's not the right one for you. All right. Now, the next card we are seeing is called communicate clearly. I think this is very important for you guys to, when you have a chance, for example, when you meet this person, when you talk to them, it's important that you tell them that what you want and what you need. Sometimes, when we are not communicating clearly or when we're hiding our true intentions, even though we have the best intention for them, it also creates a little bit fear and doubt on their side. So they don't know whether you're a genuine or what you are looking for. So I do feel that this card tells you that it's important that you express your true desire, just like Jason and Juno. Jason told Juno very, very clearly that I want to be a hero, I want to be the king, and I want you to help me to fetch the golden fleece. If I can do that, then I'll do the job, I'll do the work, but this is what I want. And that's how Juno assisted him, right? So I do think that when it comes to communication, you do need to be very clear cut. Now, finally, this card says, surrender your outdated beliefs about yourself. I think it's better that I just read this for you, right? The message on the card. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. I also think that when it comes to meeting your future soulmate, it's like what I said, communicate clearly, but communicate clearly in a way that is not about our self-loathe or how miserable we were in the past, how hurt we were in the past. But this is more about how you believe who you truly are and how you believe that you can bring your authentic self into the future love and future relationships. I think it's very, very important for you to bring that sense of enthusiasm and just very solid beliefs about what you deserve and what you want and what you need, and what you are also, what your value is and what you're able to offer and what you're ready to offer to the future relationship. I think that's going to make you very, very attractive. All right. Thank you so much, group number 2. I'm so happy to see this reading for you guys. Sending you a lot of love, and I look forward to seeing all you guys soon in the next reading. See ya. Hello, group number 3. Thank you very much for joining this pick card reading. You have picked the third option, the beautiful silver key with a big blue crystal on it, right? So this is a reading for you for your future love life. Now let's pick a card. First of all, actually, we're going to get 3 cards, right? From Oracle of the Celestial Deities, just to see what's the general flow for you. First card, the moon. Second card, the sun. Okay. And third card, we have got Saturn. Okay. Interesting. Now, we're going to go to, we're going to use Oracle of the Mythic Heroes and get a little bit guidance from here, right? Okay. I'm going to get 1 card. Okay. Your universe, please provide us some wise guidance to help group number 3. Okay, we're going to pull this one because this one jumped out a little bit. The Anira, insecurity. Okay. Now, we're going to pull 1 card from the start code. Hey, let's see what other energies is there for group number 3. Okay, just 1 card. Progressions, journey. Very good. Now, 1 card from this one. All right, let's see. So this deck of cards has a little bit timing energy in it, right? So several cards is about timing. Group 1 and group 2 didn't get the timing card. So hopefully you guys will be able to get some detailed timing. Yeah, there. Your universe, please provide us some useful guidance for group number 3 about what they need to know about their love life. 1 card, all right? So we got unlikely. Interesting. Okay. Finally, we're going to get 1 card from this final Oracle deck. Okay. Group number 3. Okay, let's just get 1 card. What do we need to surrender? Surrender to spirit. Okay, group number 3. There are several important messages for you. Okay, now let me talk about what I see in here. First of all, you start with the moon and then you go to the sun. Now, the sun moon sitting together as a good reading is actually very, very good because the sun and the moon, they reflect each other's life. And they reflect each other's light. Sorry, not life, light, sometimes life as well. Yeah. And they coexist. But what is interesting about these 2 energy is that in ancient Greek mythology, the goddess of the moon and the god of the sun, Apollo and Artemis, they're not really lovers. They're brother and sister. Okay, that's the first thing I want to tell you. Secondly, if you look at these 2 planets from a astronomical perspective, these 2 planets do not go around each other per se, right? What I mean by that is the moon goes around the Earth and the Earth goes around the sun. So it's a little bit like the sun and the moon, they have their own orbit and they kind of like looking at each other, they're kind of appreciating each other from far away, but they don't really orbit around each other, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So sometimes when we see sun and moon, these 2 cards sitting together in a love reading, it's almost like there is someone or there will be someone that is very sort of like they admire you or you admire them. You look at them from far away, you think they're nice, you think you're nice, right? It's almost like one of you guys is a sun, one of you guys is a moon, and you reflect each other's light and you feel there's an interesting connection there. But somehow you might find that you choose paths are kind of like parallel, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Because usually when it comes to soulmate connection, we want you guys not to go parallel. We want you to cross your path and in order to walk the same path together. But what I see here, it's almost like you're doing well, you're independent, right? You have your own life and they have their own life. And you 2 are appreciating each other from far away, but you 2 are not really walking towards each other, but kind of like just going your own path, but then say, hey, hello, and you keep going, right? It's a bit like that. So I feel that perhaps for this group, many of you guys might have that kind of either a good friend or someone that you have a connection with, but it doesn't seem like you two are gonna, be really building a life together. But kind of like for the time being, if you know what I mean. Now, it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that, you two have your different purposes there. Now, because you also have got Saturn at the end, I do feel that at the end of the day, both you and that person will realize that what is realistic and what is possible and what is not. I feel that perhaps for both of you, there will be or there has been some kind of moments on both sides that are considering this relationship. It's almost like you're thinking, is it that person? Is it him or her? And maybe that person is also thinking about you, thinking, is it him or is it her, right? And are we gonna, is this the one, right? So a little bit like that, both of you will go through that kind of moments of thinking if you are for each other. But what is interesting about this Saturn energy, also we have this card called unlikely. It does look like eventually both of you guys will realize that, okay, so we do have a connection, but it doesn't mean that we're actually soulmate in terms of building a life together as a couple, have a family and things like that. Now, I don't want you guys to struggle with this because the card below Saturn also says surrender to spirit. And let me read this for you. It says, once you have done everything you can to achieve a goal, to turn the situation over to the divine and let spirit work its magic for you. I want you to know that sometimes we can all play this scenario in our own mind and thinking, but this is the opportunity, right? If I don't grab this opportunity, then who knows, when the next one will come. And thus we get very anxious, we get a little bit, agitated, right? But with this Saturn and this surrender to spirit energy, I do feel that you need to really trust the fate. See, Saturn as a planet in astrology, he sometimes represents karma, and he also represents the concept of time and timing. And I think that with this energy, it just tells you that the right person will walk into your life at the right timing as a karmic result. And you don't really need to force it too much. And you don't need to sit there and feeling anxious and thinking, but this is a connection, but it's not going anywhere. What do I do about this? Do I push? Do I call them? What do I do, right? Then you probably will be going into the wrong path, I think. So I really want you guys to really see this whole journey as, whoever this person has been or who is that you're thinking in your mind, see this more like a journey that you're going through to, work together with them or to kind of like appreciate with each other for a period of time. And then what happens next is you need to also focus on your own path for your true soulmate in the future. Specifically, we get this card that says progression, right? And progression, and the keyword is journey. With this card, I would definitely say to you is that you are still on your path towards someone, towards an amazing soulmate who will actually build a life with you. But it seems like at this period of time, there is something that is not really right for at least if you have a person that you're thinking about, or there has been someone in the recent past that you were kind of like hoping that that would be the one for you, right? Now, there's another one. The first card, it says Deianira and insecurity. And this card is what I mean by please trust the flow and please do not feel insecure about, do they know I like them? Do they notice it? What if they just need me to push it a little bit more? One thing that I can definitely tell you guys is that the sun and moon, they're always aware of each other. They're always aware of the existence and the intentions of each other. So if you are wondering, oh, the reason why we're not together is because I haven't told them yet, or it's because I haven't pushed it hard enough, don't worry about this. They know. They know you're interested and they know what your intentions are. But sometimes it's just telling you that, but both of you will have your own path. And perhaps this is not really that soulmate that you're looking for. Now, let's pull one more card, right? And let's see what other message is there for you. Because I don't want to end this reading with just telling you that whoever you're thinking is not the right one for you. And let's get one more message from this oracle deck and see if there's any other advice for group number 3, right? Your universe, please protect us and please guide us with your wise knowledge and your wisdom for group number 3. Just give them one more message about their love life. the situation will improve. This is exactly what I said. Group number 2, you really have to trust it. You really have to know that sometimes, you buy lottery and you think you're going to win, but, that's not the right ticket that you bought. But there will be more opportunities coming to you. And when you meet that soulmate, you will know that it's all worth the wait. Okay? Beautiful reading. I love it. And one more thing that I want to mention is, okay, so now for group number 3, what do you need to do now, right? Some of you might be saying, okay, Letao, I get it, right? It's not this guy, it's not this girl. So what do I do now then? Okay, what's the next step for me? Now, go back to the first card, the moon. Remember, Artemis, the goddess of the moon, was a staunchly independent goddess. She's an archer, okay? She shoots arrows. Why? Because she has a goal. She has a target to shoot. For this card, I'll definitely say to you guys have to really have something to focus on at this period of time in your life. Sometimes, when we're thinking about love a lot, is usually because we're feeling a little bit vulnerable. We're losing our target. And that's why we subconsciously hope that there will be someone appearing in our lives to give us that support, to give us that love that is, somewhere that is a little bit hollow, right, in our heart. But with this moon and the insecurity, the Anira sitting together, I'll definitely say to you guys, is that focus on things that are more important. And your soulmate will naturally appear when you are 100% focused, dedicated, and determined on your own path. And they will come to join you. All right? I wish you guys all the best, sending you a lot of love to group number 3. I look forward to seeing all of you guys in the next reading. Have a good day. See you later. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this speaker guide reading. And just want to say a big thank you to all of you guys who have been supporting my channel and sending me, positive messages. And I'm also sending you guys a lot of love. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you care about. We always need to circulate that love, right? All right, have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next time very soon.